go back to 12th place before we're missing somebody off the grid. So our top 11 we've still got here, Brad. This will be a climatic start to our race.
This is going to be good. The Supersport 300 New Zealand Grand Prix, a great start from Cameron Leslie's going to pull up alongside Dennis Charlotte. That is a really big statement early on. It's a bit of an intrigue here because you've got Hamish Simpson and Cameron Leslie, a win and a second place each. They're tied on points, so the teammates in a winner-take-all atmosphere here. Dennis Charlotte, he would love to add another New Zealand title, the New Zealand Grand Prix, to his massive trophy room. He's the one in third place. These guys have been top three all day. We've got a good start there from Bill's Thrill. Billy Fuller, what a wonderful start. Jethro Bowman's there with a good start. Well done. Harry Shanks is back. He missed race number 2 this morning, so it's good to see him back on the Helicraft Racing Bartercard Joe's Garage race team. So look out for it. 300s have excited and delighted us all weekend long, and it's a KTM New Zealand 1-2. Dennis Charlotte trying to hang on to the back wheel of those guys there. Jethro Bowman and Bill's Thrills, 4 and 5. Then we go back to Harry Shanks, who's got company coming from Logan Rowell on that KTM New Zealand race team. But Neil, can anyone stop this KTM New Zealand runaway duo? They've been dynamic this weekend. Well,
certainly the talk off the track with regards to Dennis Charlotte, not a happy man with regards to those motorcycle performances, so not quite sure where that's going to go to. But anyway, at the moment, to me, it's a little bit of the old toing and froing. We've seen Yamaha on top, we've seen Kawasaki on top, we've seen KTM on top, and you know, it's horses for courses, and everybody has their day. And at the moment, those KTMs are just looking to come back a little bit stronger. If we thought we go back to the Nathaniel Diprose era, for example, how good he was, and then all of a sudden come on to the Yamaha era, like so last year when we had the Cormac Buchanan and Jesse Stroud show, and you know, maybe all of a sudden that it was them rather than the bikes that were really, is that could that be the case? Anyway, just playing a T to P, you get the idea. But more importantly, just to get the idea that, you know, different people perform on different tracks and different days and different times and different styles, and there we go. It's a 1, 2, 3 to lock and load it there at the moment. So well done, as we've got Cameron Leslie up the front ahead of Dennis Charlotte, going to Hamish Simpson on that one, and then looking back in there at the moment for the update. That is Jethro Bowman in there along with Billy up there. Harrison Shanks, much better from Harrison. He'll be very pleased to be able to bounce back after his share of dramas as well. So bring on the Helicraft man there on the Bartercard Joe's Garage supported R3, Brad.
Oh, here we go. So it is KTM New Zealand out in the lead. I think that's Cameron Leslie still delighting us here. The 51 leads. 3 of Dennis Charlotte's in there. Big moment from Jethro Bowman. He's off the seat out of the hairpin. He'll lose a massive amount of drive out of there. Bill Shrills is going to capitalise on it, but he was trying to run with that leading 3 and nearly come unstuck. So a good save and recovery from Jethro Bowman, still out there in 5th place. But those KTM boys in there with Dennis Charlotte. We've got a ding-dong Grand Prix going here. Still 8.5 laps remaining. Early stages, but you can see that front 3 has got one down, one has gone down out of the carousel. A very easy thing to do, and let's have a look. Who is it? It's Dennis. Dennis is the one that's gone down, so Dennis not going to be happy with that. The local president from our hometown club, and he's now having to watch the Grand Prix trackside. Absolute devastation there, Neil.
Oh, that is absolutely gutting. In fact, it just looked so easy, didn't it? It was just a front wheel tuck, and then the bike just skidded off the side of the track in a very innocent place coming out of the carousel. It's not as if it's the apex. It's not as if it's going into the carousel. It's coming out of it, and obviously must be okay, or we would have seen a red flag, I'm sure, by now. So bad, sad luck for Dennis trying to put his name on that trophy. Could have done a real bit of a sting to that. What's that done based on the previous results? It's now allowed a new rider to get up there to take that 3rd place, which is where Dennis has been lying.
Oh, Bill Thrills in the podium contention.
Oh, yes, that's better.
Look at this, Cameron Leslie, but Hamish Simpson the fastest on track, so 1:42.9, so he's a little bit quicker than his teammate. This is going to get red hot at the front. You got the 2 KTM boys have been on all weekend. Now look out, Bill's Thrills in command of that final podium spot. Can she hang on? Go the girl power on that MTF Finance Ninja 400. Then Logan Rowell's now come to the party. He's up into 4th place. Harrison Shanks and Tyler King, they're going for it there. And then Jethro Bowman, who was challenging for a podium spot a couple of laps ago, he's desperately trying to hang on to that freight train. He's in 7th place. So plenty of tails, plenty of excitement here, Neil, and the Supersport 300 Grand Prix. We thought it was going to be a 3-horse race. Now it's a 2-horse race, but it's a bit of excitement building. Who's going to join them on the podium?
Well, remembering, of course, we did have what we've got at the front at the moment is 2, and we did have 3 with Dennis there, and then we had Billy, and then Billy ended up back in about 7th or 8th place. So the real challenge for Billy is to stay with those guys, stay ahead of that pack, and get an idea, even try and gain and glue onto the tail of Cameron and Hamish out here at the moment. So they're where the excellence of the racing is going on, and they're certainly going with it at the moment as they take the peel and that beautiful run through Southern Salvage and come round towards the Sign Biz Fabulous Dipper here at Euromark Motorsport Park. So it's 1, 2, then the gap, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as that next freight train run goes through there. And we've even got somebody just back up behind him. We get an idea of that green High Dazzle, and I off the top of my head I know it, but I don't.
Samuel Guthrie.
Oh, it's Samuel, yes.
Get off my
Of course it is. Yeah. And then we're going to watch for the others to come through, but looking out for the 2 of them here as the big air battle goes on, and it's still the number 51 still going for it. It's Cameron, Leslie, Hamish, and now look, there's Bills. There we go, 1, 2, and super close. Any changes in there at this stage? Yes, there has been a bit of a change in there. It's Tyler King moving up. Harrison's gone back, so Tyler King moves up to 5th. Harrison back in there, and then looking out for Jethro, and then indeed Hamish is you well picked up. Samuel is you well picked up back there in that 8th place ahead of Hayden Fordyce from Kiramere. There's 2 of our super kids from 150 racing stepping up to 300 class as well. We all learned from Cormac Buchanan how complimentary it was to be doing both 150 and 300 racing, and both Hayden and Kieran have learnt from doing that to put those together, and that's only set to improve their fabulous 300 racing that we're witnessing here at the moment. Going for it hard, Brad.
Oh, this is some kind of intriguing this. You got the front 2 battle, 0.2 of a second in that. That's absolutely hammer and tongs. But then have a look at this. This is going to be some kind of battle for the podium. We've got 5 of them going out for that final step. It's about 3.5 seconds. They've got to try and reel in those race leaders. I don't think they're going to be able to do that because those KTM New Zealand boys have been so quick all weekend. But Billy Fuller hanging on to that final step of the podium. She's had a 6th in race 1, a 5th in race 2. She would love to join the podium club for this weekend. And right now, it's Billy Fuller who is in charge of that final. So Tyler King up the inside of Logan Rowell. He'll now go into 4th place. So Tyler King coming to play, and now we're on the back wheel of Bill's Thrills. This is absolutely thrilling. Billy Fuller, Tyler King, then you've got Logan Rowell, you've got Jethro Bowman and Harrison Shanks. 5 of them, any one of those 5 could be on this podium for our New Zealand Grand Prix. How good is this racing? Our Waistco 300s have just been brilliant this weekend.
All right, so there you go. There's your 2-bike fight for the KTM New Zealand race team, courtesy of D6 Motorsport. And these guys in flying good form on those fantastic 390s. Remember, that's the single-cylinder bike. The Yamaha is a twin-cylinder, so too with the Kawasaki. So effectively, you've got these bigger bikes. They've got a little bit more top end, but the punch out of the corner for the little 390 single is an absolute power pack indeed. And these bikes really are starting to put on an impressive display out there. KTM New Zealand proud to be supporting this great fledgling race team with people like Hamish stepping up to the plate in this class as well on those beautifully presented bikes. And with all the team and hierarchy behind them, they are matching it oh so well and oh so professionally. Remember, Brad, that North Island event to help save us after COVID about almost coming up 2 years ago, in fact, and we saw D6 on that day as the #1 team in the country at Taupo, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They took our breaths away, really. They're well presented, well organised, and Jack and the team down there, I can't thank them enough for how they've come out swinging in our New Zealand Supersport 300 Championship. This has been brilliant to have them 1-2 finishes in race 1 and race 2, and right now they're odds-on favourites to have one of these 2 win the New Zealand Grand Prix. Hamish Simpson now leads ahead of Cameron Leslie, so we've had a bit of a shake-up. Midway through this one, we've still got a huge 5 and a bit laps to go. We're not even halfway through our New Zealand Grand Prix. Tyler King's up into 3rd place, so that's the update we can give you. He now hanging on to that final step. Logan Rowell's gone around the outside of Billy Fuller. Can he join that club? He can. So Billy Fuller now 3rd place this time, a lap ago now, desperately trying to hang on to podium contention. Absolutely brilliant. 5 of them still. And then look at Samuel Guthrie. I think he might be reeling in that 5-way fight as well. Don't rule out Samuel Guthrie, another one of these hometown heroes that could be in line for some podium glory.
Right after Harrison Shanks had a bit of a fall there, I'm sure he'll be a little bit just apprehensive on the way he's riding out there at the moment, but on the other hand he should be encouraged by the way he can get dragged along by this awesome run, and he's out there putting it all together there at this stage. So there's that group to go with Tyler, with Billy in there, and then looking out to Logan, so that's gone back again, Brad, gone back again. So Billy's pulled that one back, so we could clearly see that Logan had gone in front of Billy. By the time they'll come back round here, we've got the legs of Billy that's been able to steal the show and take the advantage there over Logan again. So a to and fro one going on. Ahead then of Harrison Shanks, looking out for Jethro Bowman, of course, going back to then that 8th place with Samuel Guthrie. So they're those proficient top riders. So you've got a 2-7-1 for that, making up our top 8. So all on there at the moment. What bike battles, how incredible to watch.
Oh, this is absolutely breathtaking. So the two in the front have just not been able to be separated by more than a couple of bike lengths. So Hamish Simpson still leads his teammate, Cameron Leslie, out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel. There's been some serious paint swapping going on in that little battle behind, and that is for a New Zealand Grand Prix podium spot. So it's all on. 5 of them going at it out of the carousel. Catch me if you can for the KTM New Zealand boys, but look out, that's the 5-way train we can see. And Samuel Guthrie, about a 10th quicker than any other one on that 5-way train. So Samuel Guthrie, if he can get into some good race pace here, he could get into the mix of New Zealand Grand Prix podium glory. So we've got a massive 4 laps to go when they cross the line. Absolutely anyone's at the front, absolutely anyone's to round off the podium. This is exactly what the fans have come to see, and we've still got plenty more racing to come here at round 3 of our NZSBK, Neil.
Hey, there must be some paint swapping going on in that second bunch. Holy Toledo, you cannot avoid touching them so close together. And it's not intentional, it won't be any bad blood or anything like that, but when you've got all of these guys, look at the slipstream going on here now, and they're bunching up together you got. And there's your charge. Billy back, Billy back, Billy back. Oh, Billy's back. She's got back into 3rd, so she went 3, she went 4, she went 5, she went 4, and now she's gone back to 3 again. How incredible from Bill Strill's Billy Fuller out there at the moment on that Carl Cox Motorsport, Mahoe Land Company, MTF Finance, Wairau Valley MTF Finance, Eurobike Kawasaki with White's Power Sport, Bridgestone, Motul and Carl Cox Motorsport Cup. So go Billy Fuller. Just Brad, when you said she'd have to do something and staying with that grip, she heard you.
She must have heard me. She's really responded, and now a couple of bike lengths breaking out into the Euromark. Even Tyler King's going around the outside to try and get himself back up to 3rd place. So, there's no quarter given here. This is electric racing from our 300 paddock. We can't wait to see the remaining 3.5 laps of this one here. We're going to crown a New Zealand Grand Prix champion. It's odds on for one of these 2 KTM New Zealand boys. I can't wait to see the outside of this podium. Will it be Bill Strills, Tyler, Harry? Will it be Logan? Will it be Jethro? Jethro's had a good performance. He was early race pace setter at the top end of this pack. So, oh my goodness, we are in here. Samuel Guthrie in 8th place. Kieran Mears in 9th. We've got Hayden Fordyce there for 10th place ahead of Richard Ford in 11th. Garth Wilson, Diego Petrucci, Nixon Frost and Jason McLaughlin will be our 15 remaining runners here. An unbelievable Supersport 300 Grand Prix race here, Neil. This is one for the ages.
Wasteco proud to be sponsors. Wasteco, your effective sweeping, waste disposal, recycling, hydro excavation, industrial services exponent. So 800 3411111 as we look out for our field to come through. And of course, these guys say they're great mates. Holy Toledo, you can't tell me you're great mates. You want to absolutely spank that mate. You want to make sure you beat him every time. And that's exactly what we've got out there. Hamish over Cameron. So for a starter through most of the racing, it's been Cameron over Hamish. And now we've got the boot on the other foot with the run going on there. And look at the group. All of that movement. No wonder they've got to be touching it there, Brad, because of course it's you really want a ultimate freight train run, but nobody is going to give that. So as soon as it's not so much who you're following, you want to give them, but as soon as you've allowed somebody to follow you, then they've got the advantage. So you think all of a sudden, well, I need to break away, and they're in that precarious position. So do you break away so that the person behind you cannot get your advantage slipstream, or do you fall off the slipstream you've got from the rider in front that's dragging you along? So talk about catch-22 and going on. Speaking about that, we go down into Euromark, that fabulous hairpin once again for the fearsome 5 that landed on again, and Billy, we can just see
Logan Rowell's just taken 3rd place, so that's a KTM New Zealand 1, 2 and 3. This is truly remarkable, as 5 of them inseparable coming into the Christchurch Casino Carousel. You've got your front 2. That's been the response from Cameron Leslie. He has now answered the call of Hamish Simpson, so this is going to be an intriguing 2 and a bit laps to go. Cameron Leslie retakes the advantage here in the New Zealand Grand Prix for Supersport 300. Then we go back to that exciting group in behind Logan Rowell. I'll tell you what, there's been some absolute jubilation on the podium for KTM New Zealand so far this weekend. Imagine if they could lock it out. At the moment, they've got it all, 1, 2 and 3. Bill Strills, Tyler King, we've got Jethro Bowman and Harrison Shanks. They've got the work to do now, as I reckon Logan Rowell's pulled a couple of bike lengths in the dipper, so this is starting to get heated up. We've got the front 2 to start the final 2 laps. Cameron Leslie has retaken the lead of the New Zealand Grand Prix. Hamish Simpson's only .092 of a second, less than a tenth as they break half hard side by side into that exciting first corner. And here comes that five-way train, absolutely nothing of that yet either, as Billy Fuller's got a really good bit of pace down that front straight. She's almost going to pull up alongside Logan Rowell. And you don't know where to look, Neil. There's battle at the front, hammer and tongs, battles for the outside of the podium. We've even got good battles outside to round out our top 10 as well. Man, we've had some treats here this weekend, and none better than our Waste Coast supported Supersport 300.
All right, indeed, and going back to some of those further back down in our field, keen to talk about them. People like Jason McLaughlin and Meg Kemp back in there, and also looking out to Lucas Scott and Nixon Frost. Nixon giving it a go in R3 racing. So we talked about all those kids with Kieran Hayden and now Nixon that are doing that double with the 300 class as well. So pretty special to see. And looking out there, oh, and Diego. Oh, thank you, picking up on Diego. So that's 4 of them out of the 150 lineup that we've got that are doing 300 racing as well. It cannot hurt them at all. We saw that example set by Cormac as to how much he grew because he was doing both 150 and stepping up to do the 300s, and now you've got 4 other super kids all doing the same thing. It is all on. And Cameron Leslie reclaiming at the moment as Hamish Simpson tries anything to try and get past. They're learning tricks from each other all the time. These bikes, it's almost like which number are you going to take, because the bikes seem so identical. It doesn't appear to be any difference as to what machine they're on. It's just who's the better rider, Brad.
All right, this is going to get exciting. The white flag's ready to go. Cameron Leslie has really pounced right at the good end of this race here. Hamish Simpson did a lot of the heavy lifting. We're going to go hammer and tongs this final lap. Who is going to be our New Zealand 300 Supersport Grand Prix champion? Cameron Leslie leads his teammate Hamish Simpson, but very, very little in it at the moment. You've got a KTM 1, 2 and 3 at the moment with Logan Rowell out of the final corner. He will start his final lap of the Grand Prix race in 3rd place. Bill Thrills is trying hard to keep on hold of him. And then you've got Tyler King, Jethro Bowman, Harrison Shanks still not out of touch with that overall podium. This is going to be a hell of a last lap, Neil, so strap yourselves in. We've got out the window, it looks like there's only one KTM. They're side by side out of pot, holding on the run to the Euromark hairpin. Absolutely brilliant here. I can't wait to see this one here. We've got a big move coming up into the hairpin. It's still Cameron ahead of Hamish, but they're side by side as they head out of Euromark. Hamish has got a really good drive. Hamish Simpson trying to go up alongside his teammate, but not quite close enough. Electric Racing. Hamish Simpson has a dive to take the lead in the Supersport 300 New Zealand Grand Prix. Breathtaking as Cameron answers straight back. They have swapped the lead 3 times in 3 consecutive corners, and it is going to be Cameron narrowly out of the Christchurch Casino Carousel. Where is Hamish now stronger? Where is this move going to be made? We're going to watch this one with open eyes. The battle for the podium still raging on as well, but right now we look at them out of the Southern Salvage S's. It is still the 51 of Cameron Leslie, the 46 of Hamish Simpson right in behind. This is advantage Cameron Leslie. Where's Hamish going to find something? What's going to transpire in the next couple of corners as we head out of the Signbizz Dipper? Cameron Leslie, he come here and won a magical race here yesterday morning. Hamish answered back with a points equaling performance, but out of the final corner, a good old drag race to the line. The 2 KTM teammates are absolutely side by side. We're going to go to the line. Cameron Leslie narrowly ahead of Hamish Simpson. Cameron Leslie's going to hang on and win the New Zealand Grand Prix for Supersport 300 racing, narrowly by less than 1/10 of a second. Now let's look at the final step of the podium and have a look at Bill's Thrill. She's in command out of the final corner. Billy Fuller's going to hang on and cap off a brilliant podium. Bill's Thrills on the podium in the New Zealand Grand Prix race here. Logan Rowell's going to come home in 4th. Harrison Shanks, a good confidence boosting top 5 there after the DNF here this morning. Jethro Bowman ahead of Tyler King, and Samuel Guthrie's going to come home and cap off some kind of race there. And the edge of your seat, that was all that was required for that brilliant 10 laps. Cameron Leslie take a bow right when he needed to. He has hung on, and that fastest lap of the race come in that final lap from Hamish Simpson. So it just goes to show how much they were going for it. That was brilliant, breathtaking stuff. And we've still got a Supersport 600 Grand Prix to get a hold of as well. So we've got a little bit more excitement still to come at 5 p.m. local time. Oh my goodness, that was brilliant. Supersport 300 brought to us by Wasteco, your facilities management specialist here at Euromark Motorsport Park, and part of the recovery crew as well. So we thank Wasteco immensely for their help this weekend as we look to shift our attention to the podium. There will be absolute joy and jubilation. KTM New Zealand have come to play in the South Island leg. They have won all 3 motos. It's going to be Cameron Leslie that comes out on top overall, and with that he will be crowned the New Zealand Supersport 300 Grand Prix champion. Congratulations to Cameron. Let's cross down to Neil, who will have an exceptional podium, and congratulations Billy Fuller back in the podium circle. So we'll cross down to Neil and grab all the scenes.
Oh man, are we ever going to get excited about this one? Where's that Billy Fuller fan club? Want to see it? Want to see it? Come on, all you other ladies out there, spectators, mothers, partners, everybody. Come on, ladies. This is great for our sport. I tell you what, she was there in 3. She went down to 5 in the race. Came back for a 4. Came back for a 3. Pipped to go back to 4 again. And here we were with that final fling. So great one. Here he is, the H-bomb. As we see the lineup, and Billy will be keen to rock on all the way. Well done. Look at that, hey. Bill's thrills, absolutely incredible for this young and dynamic lady to pick it up there on the Bridgestone Trod. Awesome Kawasaki Ninja MTF Dark Art race suspension supported as well. So pretty darn cool. Good on you, Ken. Nice to see, nice to see. Hey, how cool from Billy, and here we go as well. So well done there. So that was absolutely superb, and look at that, even all these others are pretty keen to say hey, well done to that one in there as well. So rider skills and more of those stickers for D6 Motorsport, including a Eurobike on there with Derby KSS along with T-Design, Express Racewear, Derby, the home of quality products on the New Zealand market. So well done to Derby, fantastic form long supporting our racing in New Zealand. So thanks to Derby. At home with Motomuck, at home with NGK spark plugs, at home with HJC helmets, and the light. Oh, the brother's pretty excited, bro. Come on, where's our Billy fans? Come on! Woohoo! How did you do that, dear?
I don't know. Honestly, that was intense. The boys were racing amazing. It was so much fun.
Well, indeed. Hey, we saw you go 3, 4, 5 and slip down. What did you think at that time? What did you have to do?
I just tuck in behind them and keep pushing. Yeah, they're in front, but they're not getting away, so yeah.
All right, how's the track? What did you feel like compared to your earlier race?
Oh, it's pretty slippery out there, to be fair. The first race was a lot slipperier, I reckon, but yeah, it was mint. I quite like this track now.
All right, you going home for staying down? What are you going to do?
No, we're staying down and we're going down to some beaches and
okay.
Yeah.
But R&R?
Yeah.
No tractor driving?
No.
Oh, well done. Hey, what do you got to do to keep the momentum? How are you going to do that again in Timaru?
Just keep positive, and yeah, that's all you can really do, and just believe in yourself. Yeah.
Believe in herself. She's certainly going to be that. Exactly. What a winner. So well done today. Fantastic. Thank you. All right, here he is, the MTF Finance Silver Daily H-Bomb, and holy Toledo Hamish. Can I just get a coin for you guys? Eh? What do you think? Just who's going to win? What's it like? Why are you only in second when you were ahead of that guy?
We're taking turns.
Yeah. That's fair. Nice way to do it for the team.
Yeah, no, it's look, I tried to hold him off. I'm sure you guys could see that I was leaving it all out there, but you know what? He just went out there and outrode me, and you know what? I applaud him for that. Cameron's a fucking good
right. So what about the fact that you're supposed to be teammates? You know, it looks like it's World War III.
Yeah, no, it's nice and clean, and we're working together till the last lap, and then it's free game.
Free game. Hey, well done. There he is, the H-bomb. There he is. Well done, Hamish. Great result. Here. Put it there. Cameron and Leslie. Oh, Cameron, you have us in heart. We think it's yours, lap after lap, and all of a sudden it's Hamish, and then he hangs in there. How did you get him back?
Big kahunas, in the words of James Hunt, big balls. No, to be honest, the beauty of racing with Hamish, he's just such a nice guy. I give him space, he gives me space. We can have tight battles, but I have full trust and confidence in him as a rider to not do something silly to me, and I try my best to do the same to him in return. So it's immense fun, and we just race for fun at this point.
Right, hey, unfortunately, we lost Dennis earlier on in that battle, so it let the two of you going on there. You'd had no idea the awesome 5-bike fight that was going on to sort them out. Your teammate Logan was there at one stage until Billy crept it back in. But for you, it's just all on the focus between what's going on with you and Hamish?
Yeah, for this round it was Hamish and I, but I wouldn't write Logan off. He's flipping quick and he's taught me most of what I know. So it's a matter of him just getting back into the groove, but I suspect in a week's time he's going to be kicking my ass.
All right, so speaking about a week's time, what are you going to be doing for the next few days?
Got to fly back to work in a motorcycle shop, so there's no rest for the wicked, as they say. So go back, sell some bike parts, fly back, do a bit more racing.
Well done. Let's hear it. Cameron's your winner. Well done, Cameron Leslie and the New Zealand GP. So well done. What an incredible trio. We've still got one race to go, folks, and it's already after 5 o'clock. The 600s are lined up, so I hope to see a big crowd of you back here to support them later on. But at the moment, your New Zealand Grand Prix Supersport 300 gives KTM 1-2 and the awesome Kawasaki with Billy up there for a third place. Bring it on.